Whether you're a business owner, a state official, or simply a homeowner, you're trying to find ways to reduce costs. Well, we've found a way for you to significantly reduce costs, maintenance, and energy consumption. It's called the Light Emitting Diode, or LED, and it allows for light that is not only as bright as incandescent metal halide and fluorescent bulbs, but it produces this light at a fraction of the power.
Every light bulb you have burning, whether it's your house or your business, today is burning 60% more energy than it would if it would be LED. You have more maintenance, you have more heat, and you're paying 60% more in power usage in kilowatt hours than you would be paying if you had LED.
Most manufacturers rate their bulbs in lumens, which is the total amount of light produced by the source. But this can be deceptive because nearly every bulb radiates light in all directions, whereas we need the light focused in a specific direction. For instance, let's take this metal halide bulb. It radiates light in all directions, but you don't want to pay money to light the ceiling or the trusses. You need the light focused on what's important. The solution is to use a reflector which focuses light downward. But nothing's perfect. The material, the finish, and even the shape of the reflector all cause losses in the amount of usable light. In fact, even though the bulb itself may be producing 36,000 lumens, you might only be utilizing 32,000 lumens. The rest is mostly lost in the reflector as heat. Another problem is that this is a parabolic reflector, so a hot spot is created at the center of its projection. It's similar to a flashlight, which usually creates a very bright spot at the center. This is why we use diffusers, which result in a much more evenly lit area. The problem is again the amount of light that's lost through inefficiency, potentially reducing the net effective brightness to 26,000 lumens or less. A brand new 400 watt metal halide fixture actually draws about 458 watts of power and produces about 78 lumens per watt. But as we've shown, at most you're only using 75% of the available lumens produced by the bulb, which applies to all conventional lighting. But metal halide bulbs also have a sharp drop in intensity as they age, until they reach about 50 to 60% of their original brightness at half of their rated hours, even though it's still drawing 458 watts. A brand new RCA high bay LED fixture outputs a usable 25,000 lumens focused down into the room, but it only uses 200 watts. And even at 50,000 hours, it's only lost 20% of its original output. By 100,000 hours, it's only lost 30%. The metal halide bulb would have been replaced at least 5 times by then. Here's what it would look like if these lights ran for 24 hours a day over an 11-year period with electricity at 11 cents per kilowatt hour. The metal halide fixture spends over 85% of its life below the brightness of the LED fixture, while drawing twice the power. Just one LED fixture ends up saving at least $3,000 in utility costs alone.
Let's just say that you are paying $1,000 a month worth of illumination. If you're paying that much and you go to LED, you should be paying about $400 a month. You have $600 savings. We will put you in a financing program that will pay for the equipment somewhere between 30 to 42 months. And the payments would be less than the money you're saving. Let's just say your payments would be somewhere between $350 and $500 a month. Therefore, now you're paying $400 worth of power bill, and you're paying $500 worth of payments for your lights. You still have $100 left. So you have a surplus of money. You're paying for your lights and you have money left over. In 2.5 to 3.5 years, those lights are paid for. And then you're having $600 left over every month for the remaining of the life of those lights.
But that's only a fraction of the savings you can expect. Empirical data show that with higher quality lighting, productivity increases and waste and mistakes decrease. So what makes LED a better lighting system than conventional mercury-based lighting? For that, we need to look at how the bulb produces white light. And while the science behind this is beyond the scope of this video, notice the peaks in the curve at certain wavelengths. While the light may appear white, these spikes in intensity can also create eye strain and fatigue. LEDs, however, are true broad-spectrum sources. That's why LEDs appear brighter lumen for lumen, and why they cause less fatigue and fewer headaches. So even though we can expect to save money through our utility bill, the savings to the bottom line will be far greater as production efficiency increases.
Production will increase with better illumination, and production will decrease when we can't see what we're doing. Those of us that are already reaching the gray stage have a serious trouble seeing what we're doing sometimes. The better the illumination, the more we produce. Being able to see the fine detail produces better workmanship and faster production.
And that's not taking into account the benefits of LED lighting. They're instant on and off. They're safer. They function in extreme cold. They're sealed to keep out dust and insects. They produce no flicker and no UV light. They require no maintenance. There's no mercury, and they're much less of a strain on our environment. No matter what your existing type of lighting, there's a money-saving LED solution for you. Find out about our financing options that allow you to pay less than your current light bill for newer, better lighting. Business is all about investing for the future. This is one investment that's painless and it comes with lasting rewards. Contact us today for your free assessment.
The longer it takes you to do the conversion, the longer you're throwing money away.